Okay, I just wanted to say a couple of things real quick. This is to all my subscribers, or anybody that leaves, anybody that watches is a part of it, even if you don't leave a comment. Like I said, I can't leave comments at work, and I watch a lot more videos than you guys know. Every once in a while you see me pop up and say it looks great. I watched the 10 before that, trust me. What was I going to say? I don't want people to think, a little bit slower. I don't want people to think that I'm not open to ideas by any means or any stretch of the imagination. Usually I have a reason for something I do. That doesn't mean what I'm doing is right. Usually I have a reason. So if someone suggests me to do something and it's not something I planned on doing, or I'm not going to say I'm not interested in doing it, it's not what we're looking to do, I usually give my reason why. And my reason could be totally wrong. Doesn't mean I know everything about everything, not even close. And that doesn't mean that the idea you give doesn't fall in the back of my brain. I don't make up all this shit. I listen to what people got to say. If you want to, hate to use the word impress me, but if you want to impress me, I guess that's the word. I hate to use that word because everybody impresses me. As long as you're not hurting somebody, impressing me. That's exactly how I feel. That's just the way I feel about life. As long as you're not doing something that's physically hurting somebody or financially crippling them or abusing them, I'm fine with you. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care if you worship a turtle. It doesn't matter to me. But to me, it's the people that think out of the box that I focus in on. Okay? And a lot of these people don't make a big deal of anything for many reasons. Sometimes they don't make a big deal of it because they don't know if it's going to work. They're just the type of person that's a little introverted. And in that case, that means when they did it, they went way out of their comfort zone to do it. But I'm going to give you an example. I don't know if it fits or doesn't fit. They just had a big AMC race in the United States. Okay, nowhere near me, so I didn't go. And a lot of cars went, and I watched the footage. And any of these cars impress me. I don't care if it's a bone stock car. The fact that these are one of the harder cars to keep alive, restore, and whatever. You know, they weren't built at the best of times. They weren't built with the best of budget. You know what I mean? A lot of parts are swapped from other cars in their own line and other manufacturers. So it's hard. But when I go to the racetrack, one of the things that excites me. Now, the last time I went to the track, it's been a while. I went to the Nationals with Ruben in Englishtown, which Englishtown is no longer. But I was enjoying the Pro Stock cars. I wasn't enjoying the Top Fuel cars. I did when I was younger. I just don't enjoy them anymore. To me, it's just a massive amount of sound and then getting to the other end in a couple of seconds. I just don't. I know how much it takes to do it. I know the bank account you have to do that. Decide, you know what, you have to drive that. But to me, it's when I go to the track and I see a car, what I call a small tire car. To me, a small tire car is anything with the rims 10 inches and under, and the nothing's tubbed. Okay, you can mini tub it to a degree, like an inch or whatever it is, because some of these smaller cars don't fit any tires in them. Go up against a big tire car, one of these cars that have balloons in the back, and roast them. What that tells me is, that tells me that the guy with the small tire car has knowledge. And those are the people you should be focusing in on when you go to the racetrack. And the reason I say that is when you got a big tire car, you don't have to have as much skill, depending on how fast you're going, to get the car to hook up and go. But when you got a small tire car, it's all about chassis tuning and suspension tuning and weight transfer and what your stall speed's going to be, what you're going to let the clutch out at, are you going to short shift first to second, you know what I mean, and on and on and on and on. And when I see these guys roast the other guys, it's like, I love it. I love it. It's even better when you watch a bracket race and the first guy to leave is a big tire car. And then you watch this skinny little tire come and roast his ass right at the finish line. That I like. That I like. There's just dedication and intelligence and everything there. That doesn't mean the guy didn't just buy the car 10 minutes ago for some guy that knew what he was talking about, but it could be. I mean, as time has gone on, tires have gotten better, they've gotten stickier. I don't agree with prepping a track from beginning to end with glue. I don't agree with it. I don't agree. I see it on Facebook all the time, people bitching that the track wasn't prepped and the car's crushed. In the olden days, you compensated for track conditions. That's racing. If we're going to glue the whole entire track, why don't we just put gears on the car, put grooves in the ground, and just someone gets in there and holds on and goes. Racing isn't a matter of just keeping the pedal to the floor. It's a matter of driving out what you have and figuring out the best way to get there to the fastest point to beat the other guy. And gluing, I mean, no offense to anybody, but gluing the track to pretty much the finish line is like watching a modern day NASCAR race. It's like, okay, here we go, okay. And that's how these street radios became so popular. The track is so glued. Those tires, I mean, they're okay. They're not slicks. By no means. They don't squat down to the rims and do the towel effect onto the floor and launch you and give you all squirmy feelings and go. You know, they're still a radial tire and you're relying on the glue. So could you link that to having some intelligence and tuning your car? Absolutely. But then the next track you go to has a little less glue, and then you go home all pissed off. All of a sudden it's got more glue and now the car's hooking, but you had the car slipping a little bit, and now you're pissed off again. Rather than just something uniform, where you're just dealing with, like in the olden days, you dealt with elevation changes and tuning. But with all that said, I'd just like to thank everybody for all the input on all my stuff and all my projects, on my piles of crap that I seem to have accumulated. I seem to have let everything go. Nothing is neat, nothing is clean anymore. Hasn't been for a while. I didn't expect to be here this long. So, yeah. But, like I said, thanks for all the input. Keep the input coming. Except if I don't use it here, I'm going to use it somewhere. And the more knowledge you throw out there, the more I absorb. Okay, I'm the type of person that has to either think of it on his own. Okay, and while I'm thinking it on my own, I think, some people know what I'm talking about. I think in pictures, so everything has a little picture. So this room right now is a picture. And if I want to alter it, I alter it to the next picture. Okay, and that's how I remember it. I kind of like lose the in-between pictures. So when someone explains something to me sometimes, if they're explaining it too fast or too much is going on and it's not written down, I have to still build a picture in my head, and I don't quite get the whole picture. Not that I don't understand what you're saying. I try my best to keep up with any level I can. I'm not saying I can, but that's just the way the brain operates. So this car's already done in my mind, and everything that's happened between when I started to now is just in between pictures of a picture book, if you want to word it like that. So I already know what the next picture is going to be. And when something happens between now and then, I have to reboot, if you want to word it like that. Yeah, it's all part of being in the spectrum. But life is life. You do the best with what you got, what you're born with, who you're around, and if who you're around isn't good enough, find better. And if, you know what I mean by that. If they're bad people, you deserve better. And you don't have to do bad things to people to move forward in life. Not everybody's going to be that multi-billionaire, and most of those people are bad too. So, just in a different type of legal way. But okay, guys. With that said, I BS'd, held on, whatever. We will be back out here tomorrow. I will not be here Thursday, and that's it. So from this point on, I want to concentrate on. I don't know what happened to the bolts for the scoop, the couple that came out, but there's enough there for me to bolt that scoop on. I want to just bolt it on, and we could start working on. Well, maybe just take the scoop out. It's easier to grab the hood from that hole, and I want to get this nose mounted. So we'll do it. We'll do it. We would have had this out a little while ago. Junior got a ton of business about an hour ago, and he's working. So, okay, guys, I'm out of here. I don't know how long the video is. I have no video screen. I'm noticing that I'm dropping down when I'm taping things now, and then you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing. So, okay. So with that said, we're done, guys. I think it came out good. I think we met our goals. I think the only thing left is to make that little piece. I think once the hood's upside down and we trim it neatly, it'll be like, let's make something with a half curve and something to match the upper piece. I want to match whatever the curve is on the top and bring it down. So you picture using a big hole saw. Picture using a hole saw the size of that, for argument's sake, and coming straight down and putting that curvature into that rib. Then I want to fix that rib, with a curved piece of metal, but with the rib up on the top. So, okay, guys, I am out of here. Call it good.